Welcome, dear friends, to Vintage Touch, Decor with Soul. In today's video, we're stepping into a world of soft florals, rustic textures, and cozy femininity that brings timeless beauty into your home. Whether you're a lifelong lover of vintage style or just beginning to explore it, you're in for a heartwarming journey. Our 2025 theme, Vintage Floral Home Styling, celebrates the charm of blush pink, sage green, and ivory, blended with antique woods and delicate prints. These graceful touches create spaces that feel elegant and personal, like stepping into a memory. Each room we feature tells a story of romance and warmth. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing how you bring soul into your home. Let's dive into the soft serenity of vintage floral elegance. The soul of a vintage floral interior lies in its gentle, harmonious palette. Blush pink brings a soft femininity, sage green evokes a natural calm, and ivory adds a light, timeless elegance. These three hues work together like a well-loved symphony, each note delicate, but powerful in unison. In 2025, we're seeing this soft vintage palette used not only on walls and fabrics but also in accessories and decor. Picture sage green books on a distressed shelf, blush pink ceramics on the mantle, or ivory lace curtains catching the breeze. These shades don't overwhelm. They invite you in quietly and stay with you. This color trio isn't just beautiful, it's emotionally comforting. These tones create a sanctuary that feels deeply personal. They remind us of heirloom linens, pressed flowers, and handwritten notes. Whether you're styling a room or curating a corner, start with this graceful palette for an instantly cozy and elegant mood. Floral wallpaper is one of the most evocative tools in vintage styling. It instantly transports us to a gentler time, one where each bloom tells a story. In 2025, delicate prints with soft petals, trailing vines, and faded tones are making a graceful comeback. They're not loud or overwhelming, they whisper elegance into your space. Whether used on a full wall, a cozy reading nook, or just the back panel of a cabinet, floral wallpaper adds dimension and charm. Look for designs with watercolor roses, hand-drawn botanicals, or vintage chintz motifs. They bring femininity and warmth, and when paired with rustic textures, the result feels soulful and refined. Try layering wallpaper behind antique furniture or rustic shelves for a sweet, curated look. Soft pink florals behind a whitewashed hutch or sage blooms behind brass-framed art can make everyday spaces feel magical. It's all about small touches that carry deep emotional resonance. Rustic furniture brings grounding texture and timeless strength to soft floral interiors. The warmth of distressed wood, the curves of aged iron, and the charm of woven wicker all add a soulful counterbalance to feminine decor. These pieces don't just support a room, they tell stories. In 2025, vintage floral homes are embracing furniture that feels both weathered and beloved. Think whitewashed dressers with crystal knobs, chippy painted tables, and cane-back chairs softened by blush seat cushions. These rustic elements add authenticity and keep the overall style from feeling overly delicate or staged. Mixing rustic furniture with floral fabrics or soft-colored decor creates a room with depth and character. A raw wood bench beneath a floral gallery wall, or a sage-green hutch filled with lace-trimmed linens, brings richness to your space. It's about the balance, the romance of florals with the weight of the real. There's something magical about the feel of antique linens, the slight weight of hand-stitched embroidery, the delicate softness of aged cotton, the faded grace of time-worn lace. These textures do more than decorate, they infuse a home with emotional warmth. In 2025, vintage-style homes are embracing these heirloom touches like never before. Consider layering your space with embroidered pillowcases, floral quilts, or lace runners draped over rustic tables. The key is in the mix, blending materials that feel storied and tactile. Whether it's a crocheted doily on a sideboard or a hand-dyed tablecloth in soft blush, these pieces soften hard lines and create a lived-in elegance. Don't worry about perfection. A slightly wrinkled linen, a sun-faded corner, these are marks of character. Pair antique linens with warm woods or iron candle holders for that soulful rustic romance. Let your home feel like a love letter written in texture and time. Romantic color accents bring life to vintage interiors in the most gentle, evocative ways. In a space dominated by soft neutrals, even a hint of blush or the shimmer of brass can breathe soul into a corner. These aren't bold statements, they're quiet notes of beauty that make the room feel cherished. One of the 2025 favorites is the delicate pairing of blush pink with antique brass. Imagine a brass-framed mirror above a whitewashed dresser, or a soft pink velvet cushion resting on a rustic bench. These accents glow under natural light and add depth to any feminine vintage setting. Also consider small floral art prints, sage green candle holders, or a dusty rose lampshade as subtle ways to bring in romantic hues. It's not about overloading with color, it's about letting your accents feel intentional, graceful, and lovingly chosen. A vintage floral home wouldn't be complete without cozy seating draped in charm. Whether it's a dainty armchair in a sun-drenched corner or a plush settee layered with floral pillows, these spots become the heart of your home. They're not just functional, they offer comfort with a sense of grace and nostalgia. Florals on upholstery bring gentle energy to the room. In 2025, we're seeing soft pink rose patterns, faded botanicals, and even twill prints making a quiet comeback. These fabrics pair beautifully with ruffled edges, lace-trimmed throws, and hand-stitched cushions. The key is to keep it soft, layered, and welcoming. You can create your own floral nook with a slip-covered chair, vintage ottoman, or even a wicker love seat. Add a floral cushion, a blush throw, and perhaps a tray with tea and a book. It becomes more than a place to sit, it becomes a retreat of feminine calm and rustic soul. Delicate table styling brings poetry to the everyday. A simple breakfast, afternoon tea, or evening candlelight becomes a graceful ritual. In a vintage floral home, your tables tell stories through layers of lace, soft ceramics, and quiet details. Every setting invites you to pause, feel present, and savor the beauty around you. Start with a foundation of texture, a linen table runner, a floral embroidered placemat, or a crochet-edged napkin. Then, bring in romantic touches, perhaps vintage teacups in pastel tones, blush-colored glassware, or aged brass flatware. Even a small bundle of herbs tied with twine adds rustic elegance. Don't forget the centerpiece. A simple arrangement of peonies or roses in a stoneware jug can elevate the entire table. Candle holders, doilies, or a small antique clock add character. It's not about perfection, it's about intention. Let your table feel like a love letter to home and heritage. Botanical wall decor brings nature indoors in the most charming and nostalgic way. Pressed flowers, antique botanical prints, and vintage floral paintings create a gallery of serenity that instantly softens any space. These artful touches celebrate the seasons, the quiet beauty of blooms, and the graceful rhythm of life. In 2025, botanical walls are trending in vintage-style homes, often arranged as curated gallery clusters or subtle single pieces. Think aged gold frames surrounding hanging tulips, or pressed ferns framed in raw wood. These pieces blend seamlessly with floral fabrics and rustic furniture, adding continuity and calm. You can also DIY your own wall art, draw your favorite flowers, arrange them between glass, or mount vintage seed packet illustrations. The beauty lies in imperfection and personal meaning. Each petal, each leaf, becomes a story hanging gently on your wall. A vintage-inspired bedroom should feel like a personal sanctuary, soft, serene, and brimming with quiet romance. Feminine touches bring intimacy to the space, creating a dreamlike retreat. Ruffled linens, floral pillows, and lace curtains help transform even the simplest room into a haven of calm and beauty. Start with the bedding. Think layers of blush and ivory, floral quilts, and embroidered shams. Add dainty bedside tables with scalloped edges, vintage lamps with pleated shades, and perhaps a vanity styled with glass perfume bottles and fresh blooms. Every detail should invite softness and reflection. Even small corners can hold charm. A pastel-painted chair with a floral cushion, a framed silhouette, or a tray of dried rose petals and pearls. These delicate additions weave a sense of nostalgia into the room, turning your bedroom into a place that not only looks beautiful, but feels like home. There's something soul-soothing about bringing the charm of the garden indoors. Vintage floral interiors thrive on this connection to nature, fresh blooms in ceramic jugs, potted herbs on windowsills, and botanical scents drifting through the room. These elements offer not only beauty, but a sense of life and renewal. In 2025, this trend leans into rustic cottagecore with a floral twist. Think lavender sprigs tied with twine, terracotta pots filled with mint or thyme, and windows framed by fluttering linen. Even a basket of garden tools or floral seed packets on display can create that timeless garden atmosphere inside your home. Create small vignettes that feel like nature paused mid-bloom. A picture of peonies on the table, trailing ivy on an antique hutch, or a pressed flower garland draped across a shelf. These garden-inspired touches keep your space feeling alive, lovingly curated, and forever in bloom. As we come to the end of our journey through vintage floral home styling, remember this: your home is more than just decorated space. It's an extension of your heart. These soft hues, floral details, and rustic touches don't just add charm, they create warmth, comfort, and soul. The beauty of this 2025 trend lies in how deeply personal it feels. Blush pinks, sage greens, and antique linens bring calm and grace. Rustic textures anchor us to something real. And floral prints, whether on your walls, your cushions, or your table, remind us to cherish the simple, fleeting moments that make a house a home. Thank you for spending time with Vintage Touch, Decor with Soul. If this video inspired you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more heartfelt styling ideas, and let us know in the comments how you bring floral elegance into your space. Until next time, keep styling with heart, your home deserves it.